cooking for a crowd tonight. 12 of us. Keeping it simple.
What do you think just happened?
Oh, I'll go get a flashlight.
Next switch to turn it on.
We never heard that before.
Hoping that's the problem. And if it's not, then back to the bank account. So, it is what it is.
These for Dr. Leg.
Here we go.
And now how far back, you think?
I want to be back there. I want to be in the shade. But I also have to take into consideration, like, the kitchen.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Probably right about there. Otherwise, you're going to be in roots and stuff.
Think so? Keep going. Okay, stop right there. Made this so my kids don't turn off my disconnect since my solenoid's busted. Put that there. So now I'm just plugging this into, you have your water bottles in the back of the truck.
Oh.
That's nice and cold. Cheers, honey.
Way.
Archie's thing, and that's the last out of here. This is Archie's new Adobe. That even clears the door.
You ready to come out? You see your bed? Good boy, lay down.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Nice. Coke Zero engaged.
Coloring.
You're just coloring. It's still got pine needles in it. So this is a electric site. I don't have my 50 amp cord, so we're just going to use a smaller one. But zone 1, cool. Ordered one of these. This just broke off this week, so I had to get that replaced, and then eventually some new skylight. But nice view out the back. Look at that. The side corridor. I like it. Mom's taking care of the dinette. We got these on Amazon. These are just little mattress sheet toppers. I'm gonna put this to the test. I've not used this yet. Oh. I'm not gonna be setting up the tarp and stuff today, but my kind of plan was next I'll be utilizing this box here, which has all 3 of my tarps. I have 2 16-footers and a 9-footer. I have my paracord, my axe is in here, which I will need that. I will need this. That just goes like that, if it's charged. This is gonna live here. This is gonna live right here. That way, when we're thirsty, we go like that. A lot of people comment about how organized I try to keep everything, and yes I do, because when I get to the campsite there's already a lot of moving pieces. I want to just know where everything is. So if I want to fill my tanks, I know where my hose is. If I need to put my wheel chocks down, or if I'm gonna hang a tarp, ridge line, my guy lines, the tarp itself, I'm just trying to think my way through when I get to the campsite, what do I need first? This is the Peragon Tectonic cover that they sent me to kind of try out and use during this camping season, and kind of share how I utilize it with a family of 5 while we go camping. This is a tri-fold cover, so it folds from the front to the middle and then from the back to the front. But the really awesome thing is there's rollers on this, so you put it wherever you need to based off of where things are in the bed of your truck. Being able to access Every bit of the truck is awesome. And I also need something weatherproof. As you can see, I keep the wood here in the front of my truck. Do a lot of camping in the mountains. There's a lot of rain. Keeping your wood dry is clutch. This is certainly not waterproof. Battery right there is certainly not waterproof. I've had this cover now for a couple weeks. It's been through a couple rainstorms, and there's only 2 spots that it leaks. The first one is here on the left side of my truck where the outlet is for the 7-pin if you have a gooseneck. There's another spot where it's leaking where the 110 volt is, and so that's all coming through here. There's 2 holes in the bed rail of the truck. I did buy these silicone covers, but it's still not perfect. So as far as like weatherproof, this thing is stellar. This thing is built like an absolute tank. So it's got some built-in locks here. As you can see, I keep a lot of gear in the back of my truck, and I want to make sure it's protected. We do primarily camp in bear country. Previously, I was using like a soft roll-up cover, and this season, because of this cover, I'm going to have a lot more confidence that a bear's not going to be busting in the back of my truck to steal my chips. Look at that. That's perfect. Got the kitchen right to the right. Oh, I know the way back to our campsite. That warm up a little bit. Kebabs. Cooking for a crowd tonight, 12 of them, keeping it simple. Okay, little pita, hummus, some tzatziki, a little feta, a little parse. There it is. A little naans.
How was that?
Oh my God.
what that is.
Those are erect. A little too tight.
Well, we broke a set because you hung it to the guy lines, right? Or something.
Yep.
Mom, that sound was waking us up. We never heard that before.
I know, I
That's-
never heard it either.
Next switch to turn it on.
It's like, "Bring," and that was waking us up. We never heard that campsite. Then Dad just checked it. Now it's green. Now it's trying to.
Powering the fridge.
What do you think just happened?
Oh, I'll go
I don't
get a
know.
flashlight.
Because it didn't do that at
I'll
the
go
house.
get a flashlight.
So what was that? The noise.
I don't know what the noise was. To me, doing what I know we did, we zip tied something, and I don't know if Mike cut the tabs off. Part of me feels like he would have cut the tabs off because it's Mike, but he might not have. And if he didn't, when the fan turned on, it potentially was causing like just like a flapping in the breeze type of thing.
Sound is like shh.
I'm hoping that's what it was, because otherwise we got a converter problem and we gotta fix it.
What is running on the converter?
What runs on the converter? The whole camper, which is an easy fix. Unscrewing that front panel, snip, snip. Hoping that's the problem. And if it's not, then back to the bank account. So, it is what it is. Back to Buffalo, maybe. To have them fix the converter. And so hopefully that's okay. But this is only one night. So worst case scenario is we turn the house batteries off and we just go to bed. And it is what it is. We have spoiled food in the morning and we just go on with our life, you know? Not a big deal. There's McDonald's 10 minutes down the road and we'll be fine. Pancake time. Crowd favorite. I don't have chocolate chips, honey. I forgot them. I'm sorry. I'll use some Hershey's chocolate. We're working out the kinks in this trip. Those will do. What do you got? A stick? You got the poking stick. Yeah.
Sure, this is a bug stick.
That's a bug stick?
Yeah.
What do you do, whack them?
Yeah, I can whack it like this.
Doing a good job. You almost got it. dropped the kiddos off at the playground, and now it's time for everybody's favorite part of self-contained camping, and that is the dump station. Archie's my co-pilot, and we're gonna do that, and then we're out of here, heading home. Well, we're back home, and when we installed this, we put some removable zip ties on there. I'm taking the converter out. I'm gonna snip those, see if they are next to the fan, which if they are, then that's what I'm guessing the problem is, and I'm gonna plug the camper in and hope for the best. Zip tie there. It's not really loose though. I don't know. We're gonna try to recreate the problem. The zip ties did not really appear to be the issue from what I could see, but maybe something kind of got out of place. But anyway, this was a good thing because I wanted to bring these wires up through this hole, which then come up through here, because previously they were coming through here and they would not reach to this hole. So they were kind of sandwiched between this very sharp piece of metal here. And I just feel like with more and more miles and the rumbling and bumbling, that it eventually would have frayed and caused a short, and that would not have been good. Everything is back on. Nothing exploded. Fan is on. I put the air conditioner on, just the one. I'm gonna try to replicate what happened and go from there. All right, fans are running. I do not hear the sound. I think we're good. The box is right there. So if it just comes out right here, right? Yeah. It comes and...
Yes, I love it already.